Sorry, that was a shitty thing to do, but I had no choice. I hit the wrong button. I was meant to hit pause and I hit disconnect or something. Sorry. Wonder how many people I lost. 3 viewers. So I only lost 20 viewers. I'm so sorry, guys. The thing is, I'm closed and they just opened the gate and walked in, so I didn't know what was going on. But I read some comments about it being hot. Yes, it's a bit warm today. It's humid more than anything else. No, 4 viewers. I screwed that up. I'm so sorry. All the viewers will be back on the other one still, I think. I know I can hit pause, but or mute the microphone or something. Very Tronics. Ah, dearie me. How do I do that? No, that's stupid. John's touchpad. Alan's back. Can anybody tell them that they've got to come back over here? I wonder if I delete the other one. I screwed that up. I'm sorry, guys. .28 Fahrenheit. Because I suck at working that out. Fahrenheit, 28. Okay, that's cold. That's down here type cold. All right, no more snacks. They're all getting in my teeth. Thanks, Michael. Nick, just here putting in wraps on my 18650s. I want to do, if I ever did this whole project again, I would do all of the cells white. I'd rewrap every single one of them white. I think that'd look trick against my black mounts. Sorry, Michael. Won't let, yeah, only I can link it in the chat, and I closed it down in a panic, so I don't even know if I can. I wonder if I just delete the other video. If I delete the other video, it should kick him out of the chat, I think. I'll just leave it there for now. I'll apologize later. Not only would white cells look sexy, but they'd also be really good for troubleshooting issues, especially if you had the heaters. Where do I have those ones I showed you before? It'd show up any problems a lot better, I reckon. Ah, my chair went down. I need to go up. Bloke Wall, Solar and Wind. Hey, buddy. 100 Fahrenheit. No, it's not quite 100 Fahrenheit here, but I've got 4 fans blasting on me. Look too easy with paw prints and dust, etc. You just wipe them down. I think that camera's auto-focusing constantly. It's driving me crazy. The white balance is horrible. That's what you get for using a webcam, I guess. Advanced settings. Auto. White balance. Nope. I look even more terrible. Gain. What does the gain do? Whoa. Why is the gain not allowing me to play? Oh, that's just a little bit weird. How do I go to restore defaults? There we go. Right light. Turn off autofocus. Save. Okay, let's see what that does. That's still very bright. Alan, direct solar to fan, sunnier the faster it goes. Yeah, that's a good idea. Light snow. Geez, light snow will be good here at the moment. It's so hot and sweaty. This is my third shirt. And this is my useless shirt. It actually says 18650 and you can't even read it. Doing all my cells clear with my own logo behind it. You need to put some photos up, my friend, rather than just talking about it. I'd like to see it. Can you speak to the use of copper versus brass versus nickel strips in the battery packs? Okay, I've tried to use brass, it sucked. I haven't used nickel strips. Use lots of copper, so probably not. Sorry, Trusty Scout. Sorry, buddy. Basically, everything I do is in my videos, so I try and keep it all open and honest in my videos. And it's only my process. It's not probably the process to follow, I guess. Enter disclaimer here. Mr. Fix-It Ferg. What is your favorite brand of laptops? Duh. They're blue. They're a Samsung 28As, 30As, whatever I can get. But they're baby blue. And I love them because they're on the outside. Where do you find your best cells? Anywhere I can, if I should be honest. And sometimes you go through batches with hundreds of bad. Like all of those cells that you see there that are brown are all useless and will not be used. I'm actually just charging them all up and then discharging them all so I can do a quick video of them, and I've got 50 or so packs under there I want to sell. So I want to be very honest about their capacity, which to be honest is in between 1,500 and 2,000. 1,500 and 1,900, and they are LG ABC 11856 cells, and they're all horrible. Black shirt, bright lights. Is that what it is? The black shirt? Really? If I get out of frame. Who knows? This ain't no professional shit. We don't worry about it too much. It's not like I got me boobies hanging out and you want to see my cleavage perfectly. The gain down a bit. I don't understand all this gain, and I closed it all, so it's gone now. It's going to have to stay like that. I could turn that off. That doesn't really help, does it? I wish we had a bit of heat up here. That's one of the things you complain about. It's either cold or it's hot, and you want it the opposite way around. You haven't started yet. You're a slack ass. You've been talking for months. Come on, get all over it. Alan Gilbert. Alibaba has a pack of 20 by 23,000 milliamp hours for $36. That sounds completely inaccurate. 36 bucks for 3,000 milliamp hours? I'm no expert, but I'm going to call bullshit. 1,500 milliamp, maybe? Can you give a link or something? Jeff Jones, I was just watching the one that's live that's not live. Yeah, sorry about that. Sorry. No auto. Is it auto-focusing or not? I'm not watching the actual camera. I'm trying to watch the chat. Station. More crappy cells. Yes. Ah, see, your message is retracted, but I can see your message retracted. Oh, no, I can't see message retracted anymore. You used to be able to. Ah, no. It used to be cool to see the retracted messages. Like, no, I'm not going to put that there. Or I can put you in a timeout, or report you, or block you, or add a moderator. Well, there we go. Who wants to be a moderator of this 19 people? I think we need a thread on the forum for no one crap cells. I can do that. I can definitely do that. With the forum, basically what we're trying to do is build up the actual content, and I'm running out of water, build up the actual content itself, and then as there's enough of any one subject, we'll break it down into their own separate categories and stuff like that. It looks bad. Someone explained this to me, and it kind of makes sense. But it looks really bad to have empty forum categories. So, but I can definitely do that if you'd like that, Station 420. The forum is growing slowly, not as fast as I thought it would grow, but it's competing with Facebook, which makes it very difficult. And we need to make a few more changes to make it better. I think the hosting package is definitely going to have to be changed. I appreciate the answer. Which brand batteries do you generally find your good cells in? That's a good question, because again, it comes down to where the cells come from, how old they are, how long they've been stored, what the good cells are. I mean, these are usually all heaters, but I haven't chucked too many of them away. They've actually been pretty good. These don't get hot. They're just poor quality. These are fantastic, and they're Sanyos. They're Sanyos. They're LG. And as for the blue ones, I can probably say, and I'm going to guess because I hate maths, I've probably got 600 or 700 good and about 100 bad out of the blue ones. And even the bad aren't that bad. They're just under 20, in between 2100 and sort of 1500. So I'm pretty happy with that. But the cells come from anywhere. They really can be. Have HB have a way to check overheating cells after the negative salt and apply thermal paint? Yeah, but that adds another step to it. You could, yeah, you could add thermal paint, but it's just look, this is my opinion. This is probably not the opinion to have, but these cells are all old and dead when I started. If I heat them and they get a little bit more dead, well, so be it. I don't think the heat that I put into them can ever equate to the amount of heat a laptop can put into them. I've seen laptops well over 80 degrees and still running, and lots of them. So I don't think you can ever, yeah. But as for when I'm actually doing the charge and discharge, because I work right here and then they're there, I literally just put my hand on them every 10 minutes. So just walk past and drag my hand over every single cell. And if it's hot, it goes out. If there's a temperature change, it gets chucked out. I don't even recheck it. Never trust China batteries. Nope. I'm lucky I've never actually got any. I've nearly 3K cells sitting now. I will start sleeving when I use whatever cells for whatever purposes. Power packs for the first. There we go. That explains that. Doesn't prove anything, but it does explain it. Chinese sellers often misplace the decimal point. Well said. Well said. I definitely think that's a legitimate comment. You say something and I smiled, and then you talk about titties. Nope. GearBest, I've heard that about GearBest having good branded cells. I've never bought a cell. I've just looked at all the other reviews and whatever else. So I actually have no first-hand knowledge other than the millions of YouTube videos that I watch in a year. As I said, the Sanyos are very good. No, I disagree. The Sanyos are crap. I have thrown away thousands of Sanyo cells. And it would appear that I know what I'm doing after doing over 10,000. That's interesting. I cracked more than 10,000 cells the other week. Wayne Clark asked to join DIY Powerwalls. Should we let him in? Member of 21 groups and has 14 friends in this group. Ah, he's an e-biker. Ah, we'll let him in. He actually looks like he's got some cool e-bikes. And 3 mutual friends. Okay, and as soon as I open something else, I lose what I'm up to. Michael, are you testing your batteries ESR before you group them into packs? The fact that I don't know what ESR means, probably not. My cells come out of the discharges and they go directly into a pack, and then I completely guess its capacity. That is the way I do it. I know there's that app, that Repacker app, but there's no way I'm doing it for this many cells. It would kill me. I choose to guess and deal with the consequences later. And as a result, I haven't had too many consequences because it's all still running. I wonder what it's actually doing. I wonder if anybody wants to see it running. Entire screen. Share. Now, the drawback to doing this is I can't see the chat. And I don't have another laptop here. If I had another laptop, I could see the chat. So what have we got here? My grid tie system is doing 1.6 kilowatts. 1.4 here. This one's a little bit more up to date. The house is using 3,000 kilowatts or 3.1 kilowatts. There we go, not 3,000 kilowatts, 3,000 watts. And we're drawing 2.18 kilowatts from the grid because we've got air conditioners running and the clouds are coming over and the big air conditioners are not on the batteries. And the batteries down here, what's that, Solar Patrol? So the batteries here are doing 777 watts and drawing 16 amps from the batteries. Well, it's drawing 16 amps, but the charging is 11 amps. So there's only 1 amp coming from the batteries at the moment. That math doesn't add up. I wonder if that's wrong. 777. That doesn't look right at all. I wonder if I disconnect and reconnect. Error. USB port not found in system. Oh, well, clearly that has an error of some sort. 777 I'm not actually surprised considering I just changed all the USB cables around. Oh well. I betcha this one and that one are on the same USB port, the Bluetooth. So that's probably the problem. Oh well, we're not going to fix that. Stop screen sharing and we're back. And all that I've done is lost the chat. Where's the chat gone? Nope. There we go. There's the chat. The retracted comment was the one you're talking about. So true. The power you are doing will barely cause any cell degradation, if any at all. I truly hope so. But the benefit to doing what I'm doing is, and how I choose to portray my project, means if I have a problem, I'm going to tell you about it. Because, one, it gets me more YouTube views, which is always good, because I can make another 0.0001 of a cent. And two, it's kind of what the whole process is. I really want to learn from it. I really want to do better. I don't want to sit there and talk about it on Facebook or YouTube or whatever else and saying, you're doing it wrong. I would sooner prefer to actually do it wrong and prove myself right or prove myself wrong either way. So everyone's going to learn, I hope. Retracted comment, what are you talking about? This is so far behind in the comments. Favorite soldering iron is the one there with the red handle there, which is a Crescent one, which cost me $29, and it really wears out the tips quickly, but it costs practically nothing, so it's fine. There's $100 ones and there's $200 ones, and they just don't do the same job. Can't get the right tip size or the right amount of heat in the tip. James Madden, GearBest stuff seems to weigh what they should. They're pricey at $4 each. Yeah, but at $4 each, I mean, what would you guys consider that these cells are worth? I mean, I had an offer the other day to buy my entire system. Everything. And it fell through because he stopped talking to me on Facebook. I don't know why, but Tire Kicking wanted to know, I don't know. But he basically offered me $6,000 for my entire setup. And then I sat back and thought to myself, well, $6,000 for something that's completely secondhand, and let's face it, could burn your house down. And it's something that I've bodged together myself and used as a learning process. Is that worth $6,000? Well, no, I didn't think so, but he did. So, you know, and that was solar panels and the racking and the cables and the inverters and the disconnects, a whole lot, even the sheds. And I'm glad that fell through because I sort of worked it out. And even at $1.50 per cell, you know, there's 3,000 cells down there, 3,300. So that's $4,000 or $5,000 right there at $1.50 for used cells. And even that, what would you pay for my setup? There's a good question. Holy crap, 10,000. Yeah, 10,000 cells processed. Over 10,000 cells processed. If your house is using 3 megawatts, you do have a problem. Yes, the porn servers are going to blow up and burn my house down. Richard Howard, you inspired me. I'm drinking Bundaberg ginger beer and vodka. That sounds nice, actually. I haven't had Bundaberg ginger beer in years. Equivalent series resistance. I was at that, yeah, the resistance test or the IR, I think, internal resistance test. Is that, yeah, I think, yeah. No, I haven't done an internal resistance test. In fact, I haven't done an internal resistance test on any of my cells in use. And yes, I do have it on my Opus. I just don't put much weight in it. I used to do it with, I tried it with my iMacs, and I could never, ever get a consistent result. I could test the same cell 50 times and it'd never give me the same result. So I gave up on that a long time ago. I found those "you're doing it wrong" videos so condescending. The thing about this whole project is, and even though we've banned some people from the forum and moderated them on the forum just so I can just get rid of the really bad stuff, and Facebook stuff gets deleted instantly if the moderators don't like it, I'm a firm believer that there is a place for the negative side of this whole project. Without the negative side, it doesn't balance. Just because I've had a really good run with it doesn't mean I can't have a problem in the future. I've had lots of little problems. I haven't had any big problems. And I'm doing everything I can to stop those big problems. I really, truly am. Except for the ESR, but we won't go there. But those negative guys have a place in this world because it makes, it has no bearing on me. They can say whatever they like and they're entitled to their opinion and they can go and have that opinion. That's all good. But it's the new guys that come in and say, hey, Pete, I've just watched 188 of your YouTube videos on this playlist and liked every single one of them, and they haven't looked at anything else. So it is actually good that they look at the bad side of it as well as the good. Yeah, so it's all give and take. There has to be balance. You know, Samsung phones started blowing up in people's pockets, and you know, the iPhone guys come out and said, oh, my phone doesn't do it, but you know. Sweet, thanks for the ESR answer. Okay, take that 10K self-process at a minimum wage and you get yourself a nice saving. I don't know about that. But see, this is about saving me money. Actually, after I finish this live feed, I'll throw my power bills up on the forum. Because my last power bill, I saved about $175 more than the last power bill, which I'm pretty stoked with. So my actual power bill this quarter was $410. And breaking that down, there was $110 for a connection fee. That's just to remain connected to the grid, $110. And then there was $200 for my hot water, which I'm going to try and address. And then there was $100 for the grid power that I used, which is fine because air conditioners all night aren't off the batteries. There's only one air conditioner that are on the batteries. And then, you know, stove, we have lots of roast dinners and cooked meals on the stove, so they're all electric as well. And they're almost always done after the sun's gone down. So $100 for that, I'll take that. Hey, I added you on Skype a while back. Did you see it? Probably not. I haven't opened Skype for months, so I'll open it now. And Skype opens. And wouldn't you guess, it wants to do an update. And there's, holy heck. Okay, so perhaps I should have opened it a little bit earlier. Okay, we're just going to accept all these blindly for now. Okay, that'll do. Close Skype down again and close Skype, otherwise I'm going to get smashed. Quit. And I actually stopped using Skype a lot because I just got so many phone calls. Here in the USA, 10-panel, 2,000-watt system. Wow, that's a lot of money in the US. I paid for my commercial grid tie system. I got a 5,000 watt inverter with 6,000 watts of panels. I think I paid $8,500, and I'm 3 years into that, 3 or 4 years into that, and it's still running really well. So I'm really happy. $6,000 wouldn't buy you one Tesla Powerwall. No, it wouldn't. And I got 3 times the usable capacity at the moment. I mean, heck, what is it showing me now? I've drawn, what is it? 288 amp hours out of the batteries last night. 288 amp hours, and that's a completely false thing, but I'm going to work it out anyway, because it's the only real way I have of working out the amp hours that are even remotely close to being accurate. Now I work it out at 54 volts because 48 volts is not accurate for what my mean average is. So to calculate. So we took out 15 kilowatt hours out of the batteries last night. And today, because it's been cloudy all day today. So that should also answer the question, how is your Powerwall going? It's sweet. I had a problem, and I'm going to do a video. I've got to edit the video, but I stuffed the video, so I've got to make it look like I didn't stuff it up. And the little piece of wire's gone. There it is. I had a dry joint in my charge controller and melted the cable, like really melted it. And that was the reason my PCM60X was overheating. So I got to upload that video. But that's definitely a problem that I had because I didn't check it. Moving forward, I know to check it. I know it was done upright because I did it up so tight that it started to move the mount on the board. So she was tight. The only thing I can assume is the heat, cold, heat, cold, heat, cold, just worked the grub screws loose. So guys on the forum and on the Facebook channel have told me that I've got to get, there's something that clamps over that. I can't remember the name of it now. But you clamp over that and you crimp it down and then you throw it on there and it works heaps better. So I have got that ordered. I haven't got it yet. I got it from China because it was cheaper. I'm building a lithium battery packs. I thought it'd be cool to talk to you. All talking can be done through the forum or through the Facebook, Kev. Just basically because I can't talk to everybody. It just, I don't, and if you go on the forum, I make a little bit of money from it too, which kind of helps. Because let's face it, that's what I'm here for. And by a little bit of money, I mean this much. But it's better than doing it for free. And also, if you do it on the forum, it builds a database for other people and it helps the entire community grow and get bigger and better. So that's also a benefit too. It probably outweighs the financial benefit. You guys are lightweight. Try 800 for a quarter in the wet season up here in Darwin. No, Alan, I'm sorry. You're lightweight because mine used to be $1,400, $1,500, $1,600. This shed draws a lot of power. Yeah. Well, we use some power. We use a lot of power. Just go to the Facebook group, DIYpowerwalls.com. No. DIY Powerwalls on Facebook. And just add us there, and I'm always there. I like spending some time in there. That's it. Thank you. Feral, whatever. Bootlace clamps. Yes, heaps of people help me out on the forum and stuff like that. On Facebooks, which I didn't even know existed. And the bad thing about not knowing they existed is I've had this problem before in the past. It was a few years ago, but I also YouTubed that fault. But doesn't matter, live and learn. But that's actually so fused together that I can't bend it. There's no bend in that at all. I keep looking at the screen rather than the camera, but that's fine. Heat Heat shrink the wire and bolt. Oh, there we go. So www.DIYpowerwalls.com. And that's not clickable because you've got to put the bloody HTTP in front of it. And you can also, Mike has been doing a fantastic job with the forum, and you can also log into the forum. Kevin, there you go. 42 groups. Approve. There you go, buddy. Kevin, no. Mike has been doing a great job of the forum, and he's added, you can log in now with your Facebook login. Now, it's interesting that I don't see, and I can't see any of that information whatsoever. All that I can see is your username and your email address. That's all I can see. So it is quite secure. And Mike did all that work, not me. Mike has actually done all of the behind the scenes on the forum. Jadu, how many other people build their own Powerwall do you follows? Every one of them. If you've got a Powerwall video and it's on YouTube or Facebook or my forum, I follow you religiously. Because there's Fly Jabberoo, for instance, his way of doing the bus bars is definitely the new way I'm going to do it. It's brilliant, and it works so well. So yeah, I work with everybody. What inverter is installed with your commercial grid tie setup? That is a SMA TL5000, and that was installed 3 or 4 years ago. It was some time ago. I don't know if you want to see, but if we go back to share that, go there, close that down. If we go year, that's this year. Oh, total. There we go. Oh, so we come. Oh, so yeah. So it's 3.5 years I've had it installed. So 2013, halfway through 2013. That was 5,400 kilowatt hours. 2014 we did 9,216 kilowatt hours. 8,669. 8,842. So that's pretty good. Kilowatt hours wise. The first year that what's that? 2014. I got up on the roof every single week and washed the panels, which probably accounts for a little bit more production. But yeah, I'm actually very, very happy with that. The way that's actually going. If you go into settings and then go into data recording, where is it? It's got errors somewhere in here where you can actually have a look at the errors on the system. Active power limitation. What is that? I wonder if it's because it's too hot. What's it doing? Overview. No, it's doing 4,500 watts. Meh. I don't know. That might be a setting that the government puts in there or something that I can't get to. Status. I'm dead sure somewhere in here it's got errors. And there's been no errors with it since I got it, because I found it the other day. Status of digital inputs. And I'm just mindlessly clicking at the moment because I don't know what I'm doing. Two different strings. That one there is true north, and that one there is in the setting sun on the west, in the west. Who knows? I don't know where the errors are. They might be up here. Device overview? No, that goes back to that one. Warnings, 0, error, 0. There you go. Oh, power inverter, 100%. There we go. Anyways, stop sharing. Back to me again, and I can read the chat. Close that down. Yeah, I just added you, Kev. Anyone would think Google doesn't know how to code properly. Well, you have some lag, or what? It's the lag is YouTube, I think. I don't think the lag, well, not so much lag me. And I've got a 12-year-old son over there gaming on the internet, so he's more probably sucking down some bandwidth. No. Shush you. Go back to your game. For Forest Lake, I actually have some pretty good internet. Speedtest.net. Now, this is going to, if I do this test, it's going to absolutely kill my upload speed for at least a minute. So if I go back to here, screen share. No, I don't want Google Hangouts. Speed test. Now this is why I'm uploading. Yeah, so I've got horrible internet today. It usually bounces off 100 megabits down. That's actually terrible internet. That's really terrible. I wonder if it's just because everyone's on the internet. This will be the really bad bit. 2 megabits, it's almost right. Of course, now my audio is going to be completely breaking up. There we go. So it appears while I'm doing a live feed, I have absolutely terrible internet. Absolutely terrible. There we go. Stop. And we're back. Where is the chat going again? I think that's 0.5% more power if you clean the panels. That's what I found on my grid. Yeah, cleaning your panels does nothing. But given that I got up there and I had the hose up there cooling them down, and I fucked with them for years until I just left them alone, and I haven't cleaned them for 6 months and they're still great. So cleaning your solar panels doesn't really work too well if it's if they're on the correct angle and you don't have bird crap or moss on them. And then you got to clean them more regularly. Active tracking. No, I did try that and no, it's horrible. Yes, Nick, I have to agree that was that was horrible. I was thinking about moving to Brisbane, but ouch, internet. Yeah, it's not wonderful. And what's worse is 100 meters that way they have NBN, which is like 40 megabits per second up or something. And I can't get it because I have cable. But anyway, come on, last questions. I'm going to disappear. This is going on too long. And I haven't actually done a single cell, which is kind of terrible. So anybody got any further questions? I shall put my power bill up on there sometime in the next hour or so. So if you want to head over there and sign up if you haven't already, that would be much appreciated. Close YouTube videos.
Hey, Dad.
Just wait a minute, buddy. I'm almost finished over here, mate.
Okay.
Where is it? DIYpowerwalls.com. YouTube videos. We have 2 more joined in. Rightio. Did any more questions come through? No. How can we find all data sheets in one site? What data sheets are you referring to? Are the data sheets all the batteries? I think there's someone already done that, haven't they? If anybody finds it, put it up on the forum, because that'd be really good to have. Anyway, I'm out of here. Have a good one. Thanks for joining in. I'll see you on the next one. Thanks, guys.